Gender West Side Beer.
Guys, welcome to the episode Into the West Comics. Happy Star Wars Day to you guys. May the 4th be with you.
May the 4th be with you too, buddy.
And with you.
And with you.
Always.
I'm surrounded by a whole lot of Darths. Sonny is over here. Sonny's here.
That's Darth Sunman.
Darth Sunman is here.
What'd it do? I'm excited for today.
This is, well, for a lot of reasons, this is a big day.
We do have a lot of stuff going on.
Out of the
Where?
corn dog region, hot dog region, corn dog Paul, hot dog Paul.
I had no idea where that was
I don't know
going.
where that was going,
yeah,
dude.
I was
I wasn't
confused.
sure either.
Saucy.
You weren't even looking
I
at me
was
either,
saying it.
so-
I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Well, hello.
You're an
Saucy.
interesting
I'm
gentleman.
here.
Oh, that was improving.
we do anything but that?
Yeah, I was like, I've
Somebody's
never had a
writing this?
script here.
That would be terrible.
And this guy's favorite character of all time of Star Wars is Jar Jar Binks. This is Uncle Nephew Shane.
You know, I would have believed that almost.
Is Misa gonna die?
And over there, kicking it in the lounge tonight with us, he's lounging. We've got a world-renowned milkshake expert.
Hey,
I know my mom.
Big A is over there
What's up,
hanging in the
what's
lounge.
up?
Hey
Hey.
there.
go
Making an
Knights.
appearance in the corner there.
My mother's
Go
face
Knights.
behind
Go Knights.
No, no. Sure.
I thought I saw,
Peeking
thought I
behind.
saw Carol peeking over there.
Shane,
Not
I'm gonna
terrifying at
milkshake
all.
for me tonight as well. Your
Oh
pick.
yes.
Yes.
M&Ms?
Happy May the 4th.
Well,
and
Marcus
happy
better be
milkshake
there to make sure.
to all of us.
Help make sure that
And a happy milkshake
that
to everybody.
you know
Milkshake
your
Thursdays.
Milkshake will melt if it gets
Where did my angel go?
Hello?
She gone. The angel on my shoulder.
my angel. All right.
So, guys,
Settle down, buddy. No, I'm just
due to the
kidding.
fact that it is Star Wars Day, I wanted to ask you guys your top 3. We can include Rogue One and Solo.
Should be
We're gonna
able to,
do
right?
we're gonna do our top 3
Should be,
Star
right?
Wars films. What we're gonna start with your bottom 3 Star Wars films. I'm gonna start with Milkshake over there.
Ooh.
So bottom
How's
3
it
Star
go?
Your
Wars.
bottom
films.
three. Your bottom
three.
3.
Okay.
How does it
So
shake loose?
so start with the worst. I think that I dislike the most probably is Attack of the Clones episode 2.
Is that your least favorite?
Yeah. Attack
Oh,
of the Clones.
wow.
Attack of the
Didn't
Clones.
like that one.
Okay.
Phantom Menace.
That was shocking to you?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, I think
and
so.
then Solo.
All right.
Yeah.
That's your bottom 3.
I got a lot of respect
He
for
hit the
Austin.
nail on the head
Yeah.
with this one.
Yep. Didn't like those at all. Solo was a waste of time. It was a waste of money.
Quan said horrible.
So that's my bottom 3 right there.
Okay. I was gonna say I like it, but I don't.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
Who do you hate worse? What do you hate?
Who do I hate worse?
What do you
I don't hate anyone.
worse than
A couple of them.
Uncle Nephew, what are your bottom 3 Star Wars films?
definitely Attack of the Clones is my least favorite Star Wars
Out of
movie.
all the Star Wars movies, that's your
It
least
is.
favorite.
Yeah, it's my least favorite.
Okay.
It is a colossal bore. It's just boring.
It's
dude.
barely a movie.
It's barely a movie.
They like talking about
Thank
sand
you.
for 5 minutes. They like talking about sand really
I
awkwardly.
mean, dude. Attack of the Clones. And I also agree. Episode 1, Phantom Menace was terrible as well.
Oh,
No.
You
And
like one scene in Phantom Menace.
I like
Don't-
one scene and one song.
And that's 10 minutes of a 2 hour and 30-minute movie.
Oh, when they play Footloose.
Play Footloose, yeah.
Yeah, towards the end.
then
Sorry to take your shine there.
I mean, I do dislike Solo.
Wow, you might have the same three.
I think I do have the same. We have the same
okay.
three.
Boom.
Because they are terrible.
I think
Solo was another colossal waste of time. That was where you have Han Solo, who's played by a dude who is nothing like Han Solo. Doesn't sound like him, doesn't look like him, don't act like him. Well, he acted like him a little bit. I think he said kid once. He said the word kid. So I guess that means he's just Han Solo then, right?
I liked.
If you say kid, you are Han Solo.
I like Donald Glover as.
That's good.
He was
I like
good
that.
as
He was
Lando.
good.
They still want to have him involved in some way in the Lando
Let's
Plus
do it.
show.
It'll probably end up
Can't
being
wait to watch that.
It'll be a show for sure.
The blue show
8 episodes of just
Oh my word!
of mid.
of mild salsa, bro.
Mild salsa. Sonny,
I'd like to concur with the table.
Wow.
Solo's my number one. I hated that one. That's like number one for me. Attack of the Clones would probably be 2.
okay.
Now that you point out that Phantom Menace is like 2 hours and I liked one scene of that movie, it's probably number 3 for me, I guess. Because I do really enjoy the fact Darth Maul is awesome, and
Yeah.
I do love that
Oh, yeah.
scene.
Severely underused.
The what is it? The score of that fight
of the
was
Fates.
incredible. Nothing else is really too memorable though. I'm trying to think
Nope.
about it, you know? So I guess what are we, 3 out of 5 so far?
Mm-hmm.
Solo sucked though. We'll just get that one out. Like that's
But that's not your least favorite.
numeros uno.
No, it is.
That
That is your least
That's
favorite.
my least
Okay.
favorite one.
Corn dog, hot dog.
All right, so my least favorite is the same as almost everyone else's, Attack of the Clones.
Mhm.
You know, all the Star Wars movies have fun Star Wars stuff in it,
Do they?
but Attack of the Clones has the least amount of fun Star Wars stuff in it. And then my
I'm the worst
second
person.
to worst is the Phantom Menace. Like Sonny said, those last 10 minutes
Super cool.
are incredible. The rest of the movie
Not memorable.
is Z-Quill.
Is Z Quill official sponsor of Into the West?
And then,
When you're having trouble sleeping, put on Phantom Menace and take a Z Quill.
Take a Z.
And then I'm gonna mix it up a little bit, but not too much. Solo is my 4th worst. I just didn't expect that much from that movie, and Alden Ehrenreich didn't bother me as much as he did.
Well,
some
it didn't let
people.
you down.
But my 3rd worst is Revenge of the Sith. I think
Ooh.
that movie is also not very good. I think it's got a lot of the same problems as the rest of the prequels, but it is the best of the prequels.
That's what I was gonna say. It's the most
And-
tolerable one, right?
Yes, easily. I just wasn't that bothered by Solo, but there's definitely not any of them I'm going to put below those 3 or 4. No way.
Dang.
Man, but you're saying you disliked Sith.
Watching Anakin. Well, I'm not saying that. We're ranking Star Wars. I like all the Star Wars movies for one reason or another. But as far as good movies go, I think watching Anakin murder a bunch of little kids is one of the worst things I've ever watched.
That's why they didn't show it.
Well, it's
You know.
he did it though.
No, I mean,
They're like, Master Anakin, what's
And,
going on?
Yeah, I don't know. It's too long. But I do
They're
like
like,
Revenge
whoa.
of the Sith.
You like the render of the Sith?
Ooh, you know what?
Uh-oh,
I forgot.
shake it up.
You know what? I am gonna shake it up
Hey,
because I
shake it up.
completely forgot about this movie. My 3rd worst is Rise of Skywalker.
Oh yeah.
I forgot about it.
My least
Yeah.
favorite Star Wars film is probably Solo.
Easy.
It's easily my least favorite. And then I'm like doing like 3, 2, 1, or
Mhm.
whatever. Or if you're ranking all, yeah, it's
You're doing what you tell me not to do.
right.
Okay.
It's my least. I'm not following my rule. Yeah, my least favorite is probably Solo, and then after that would probably be Attack of the Clones, just because there is so much that you know about the production issues that they had to redo all of the audio. The audio was jacked after the fact. They had to go back, so they just chose like certain scenes where there's just no dialogue.
Yeah.
and they're like, there's like Yoda getting out of like that transport thing, and he's just.
Walking mad slow.
And he's like
dude.
acknowledging the clone troopers, like, okay, good. Like, just like there's
Have you ever
zero
seen the,
dialogue. They're just nodding, and he's like, hey, what's up? It's just like any communication with any grandparent at any point in time. It's just like everyone's just like, yeah, okay,
Yeah, sure.
Great.
Have you seen the behind the scenes for the scene where they're in their like the what do you want to call it? The factory on Geonosis.
Oh, yeah.
The filming for that is no wonder why the actors look confused and out of place all the time. They were on a big blue block filming and pretending stuff was there.
The over CGI'd. And then I guess the other one I put near the bottom is probably, it's either Rise of Skywalker, just because I don't care for that movie.
Same.
Or Phantom Menace, just because, again, it's boring. The pod racing is like, it's so drawn out.
It is.
And I have flashbacks because your buddy, the variant, made me watch that movie so much
your buddy.
when we were your buddy, my son, made me watch that movie so much when we were little, and I was just like, I can't stand this. They're not good films.
No. Now that when you go back and look at it, the CG is just.
Yeah, it's very questionable.
Plus Hayden Christensen is.
Oh, it was painful to watch.
Dude, he may be
when he was crying at the end, screaming really bad.
But he's been really well received now with like the Star Wars Celebration stuff and anything that they've incorporated into.
he didn't do
why?
anything.
Because most people my age grew up with those movies.
Yeah.
So they love him because that's what they grew up with.
Yeah.
And that's the first thing they experienced with Star Wars.
Right.
I watched the original trilogy first. Who knows? If I had watched the prequels first, I probably would have felt the same way. But no.
They should have one problem I do have with him is in Obi-Wan, the show, when they're like doing all the flashbacks, they just like didn't de-age him at all, and he's like 46 doing like the like, you know what I mean, the throwback ones. Supposed to be like 22 with his little ponytail. And it's
Return
like,
of the Jedi.
bro,
His rat tail.
They replaced
the Jedi braid.
They replaced the guy who's Anakin's Force Ghost in the original one,
yeah.
which is just kind of a random actor. So I get it, but also it's young Anakin and old Obi-Wan.
It didn't make sense.
Wow.
I think they
Yeah.
used Telly Savalas was the actor.
Yeah, just don't.
No, Dom DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise?
Yeah, Dom DeLuise. He had the little hat.
crazy.
That's as far as our bad Star Wars. We want to get the bad. We
Unhinged.
want to get the bad out of the way because towards the end of this lot,
that got
Shane
That got
contains
him.
himself. When we get to the end of this this time that we're spending at the bottom of the hour, we're going to be going over our top three our top three Star Wars films all time.
just work through it. Just work
Yeah,
through it.
Earlier this week,
He needs a moment.
we got our first look at the sequel that we're very excited
anticipated.
for. November 3rd,
No, I'm not pumping the
Dune
brakes.
2, Your Dune, coming out exclusively to theaters November 3rd. I have not watched this yet.
Neither
I'm sure Sonny has seen it 6
Oh my
times.
God, bro. Of course.
Yeah, haven't
Are
taken
you
the time to
excited?
watch.
You're excited?
I've
for
seen
this?
it.
That
Looks
much?
I'm so excited for
Cue
this
the
dude.
part of the trailer where something cool's about to happen, and Sonny goes, "Wait, look."
Every time. Every time.
Oh, sand.
Crap, there we go.
No, wait. Check it out.
Sand here. Imagine water.
Anakin would hate
You
this.
dive in.
Rue
You can't reach the bottom.
from Euphoria.
Dive in.
Yes, it's called swimming.
I don't believe you.
In the shadows of Arrakis lie many secrets. But the darkest of them all may remain
It's your girl, dog. Florence. Pew.
the end
Hot
of
sauce.
House Atreides.
Mac and cheese, hot sauce.
Didn't believe in revenge.
It's Nightwing.
What if Paul Atreides were still alive?
Thanos.
Oh, it's Elvis. No, wait.
Oh.
He didn't do that on purpose either.
No, I did. I swear I did.
That's right.
Oh, they're gonna get that worm to pull up, huh?
Don't try to
He's
impress
gonna write it.
anyone. You're brave, we all know that. Be simple. Be direct. Nothing fancy.
I understand. Nothing fancy.
He is the chosen one.
poetry.
You know they're gonna say that.
You're a maniac.
We
Which one is the one that Sting played in the original?
The guy that Austin Butler dude is playing.
character.
Oh, okay.
Feud or whatever his name is.
I think it's Dufuan. I think it's the character's name.
It's a weird name.
It's like a better version of Wonder Woman's theme song.
That
Whenever she like
looks
hops onto
okay,
the, you know what I
yeah.
mean? You know?
Yeah,
That's like a better version of Wonder Woman 84. This been.
Her little theme song, you know, when she comes on.
Oh.
I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah,
I was gonna do it.
I was waiting for him to say when he's riding the sandworm thing. I was waiting for him to say cowabunga. He didn't though.
He didn't.
Can I be honest with you guys?
He didn't like
No.
it.
Whoa.
Of course he didn't.
I
Go
didn't
ahead.
say
Surprise,
that.
surprise.
You know what?
Paul, did you
No,
read
no,
the
no,
book
go
at
ahead.
all? Did you read Dune?
I did not.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
'Cause I read it. It's gonna be
I
gonna be good.
and I don't know what to
Spicy
expect.
salsa.
I didn't think it was bad, but it didn't get me more high.
yeah.
I am still interested and I still want to see it. But I wasn't like, whoa.
They needed a cowabunga.
Right. I needed like Michelangelo on the worm or something.
It
Oh,
needed a
he was
Ninja
missing
Turtle. That would
the
have made a better
cowabunga.
Dune movie. What about you there? Good looking.
No, it looked good.
All right.
I think I'm more. Ex-
All right, we're
That's
done.
what I was gonna say.
I think I'm more excited for Sonny than myself. But I tell you, it does look good. It looks great.
It looks good.
I'm excited. Are we going to see this in the theater together? Or is
Just
it-
you and I.
Oh.
Just you and I.
I want to be there.
Yeah.
All right. Just you and I.
Yeah,
and
most
Sonny.
likely
And
we'll
Sonny.
probably do that.
And Sonny.
We'll probably do something for Dune like we're doing tonight. Good segue, Shane. We're going to be in a little while. We're going to be headed a couple miles from here to Art House Theater, located in beautiful downtown Las Vegas, with 40 of our closest friends to have the world's greatest popcorn, Sonny.
I still haven't had it.
It's delicious.
It just doesn't hit the same one.
Sonny, it's
But it
delicious.
is really good.
It is
That's
good
crazy.
popcorn.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
I don't know why I
delicious.
yelled at you. I'm sorry.
Their fried chicken sandwich is delicious. They have great food there. Great food and drinks. Come down to the downtown art house and watch movies and eat
Yeah,
food and
good
drink
deal.
drinks.
It's delicious.
Or
Good,
don't.
good snacks.
What are we watching?
We're going to be seeing Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Finally! I wanted to get your guys' predictions. I'm going to start with Milkshake.
How's the chicken?
How's it shaking over there?
Who do you think is not going to make it out of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3?
Don't say
Big
it.
A.
Don't say it.
Who
Big
is
A.
not making it out alive?
No.
Who's gonna lose the loser leaves Galaxy match tonight? In
I have a feeling that they're all gonna die, but the one that I know is gonna die is probably Rocket and Quill.
And Quill. Okay.
Star Lord. But I have a feeling they could all die because James Gunn said they're not gonna be on screen together again. So I have a bad feeling they may all.
Just everyone dies.
Yeah. Because when are they gonna make another Guardians movie?
Just gonna lead it
Who
with
knows?
the darkest one ever. Okay,
know,
cool.
sorry about that.
All right, fine. Sure.
You would think
Everyone's
this would be-
dying.
This would be in the last phase of everyone's dying because, it's sad. But
It looks very sad. All the
yeah.
trailers look very sad.
Yeah.
I'm going to get emotional, I can tell.
I'm already getting
Because
emotional.
I'm a big Rocket fan, but I agree. I think Rocket's going to die, and I think Drax will also die here.
I can see that. He doesn't
But-
seem
but I
like he
think-
wants to be a part of the MCU much longer.
No, that's true. I think Quill and Gamora do hook up, and I think they ride off into the sunset together after this one. But I think Drax and Rocket die.
That sucks.
Wow.
Everybody thinks they die.
So I don't think they're all gonna die. I think that
Mantis? She
Rocket
live?
will probably die. I think I'm gonna Charles Barkley. I guarantee
I guarantee.
that Chris Pratt is gonna die.
Dang.
The actor.
You're going 10
The actor Chris Pratt, not his character.
Peter Quill.
Chris Pratt will die after we watch the movie tonight.
He is going to finally win back Gamora's affection, and he is going to die.
Damn.
Wow.
That sucks.
Boy, that's going to be emotional.
And
Sonny.
I could definitely see that happening because what's his name? Adam Warlock. He has not really gotten so much kind of like the screenplay. I think they're saving him. Maybe
of all the reviews I've read, the main negative thing I've heard is that he feels like he shouldn't be in the movie.
I could see that. It looks like that in the trailer.
Really?
But I could definitely
That's
see
a concern though.
That's not
If
good.
they've hyped up
He feels
that's the
tacked on.
post credit scene, right, for the second one. That's one of the post credit
like
scenes. She's like,
7
I'll
years
name
ago.
him Adam.
Yeah, like
And
47
whatever.
years ago.
Now, if I'm remembering correctly, this was supposed to be the first film of Phase 4. James Gunn gets
That's wild.
let
That is
go,
weird.
and then
Yep.
he's brought back. it shifted the whole order around. Like WandaVision and
For the plus,
Multiverse of Madness were supposed to be right next to each other,
which would have been
with
way better.
Ridley- yeah,
It would have seemed like
it
way
wouldn't
more
have been. It
cohesive.
wouldn't have been such a boner for you.
That's like if you have no context, that seems like a wild thing to say, but no,
No, it
That's
wasn't.
literally what happened.
Yeah.
I could see Peter Quill dying and then Adam Warlock trying to like lead the Guardians for a little bit. I could see Rocket for sure dying because they've been focusing so much on his like origin story, which is the cutest thing ever. Seeing him as like a
That
little,
could be a misdirect
That's
though,
what I
with
was gonna
that
say.
perspective
Yeah,
that he's
it's
like,
gonna be a
you see
misdirect.
Quill like crying, screaming, whatever. He might be over Rocket. He might be over somebody else, but they kind of make it look like that he's in some type of lab and he's seeing him die. That's how
Yeah.
they make it look.
Yeah, I don't know. That's why I'm not 100% on Rocket. It feels like a hard misdirect or
Yeah.
just a big spoiler left in the trailers,
I hope not.
I think people will be very upset if Rocket dies.
which is why I
Sure,
think
we all
he
revolt.
should. I think, you know what I mean? Don't kill the characters.
Mainly Bradley Cooper from the checks that he's.
Oh man, he's made
collected.
enough
Yeah,
money off not having to actually be on there.
He's not even, I never even see him at any of the red carpet
He
pictures.
was
Never.
there for this
Like-
He
one,
doesn't
yeah.
go.
He like records it in his bedroom or something, and they never meet him. It's like the same thing they used to do with Paul Bettany before he was Vision. He just they would send him a bunch of line readings. He would do them, send them to them, and never come to set.
That is amazing.
That is an yeah. I wish.
Like,
For
how
you
good-
to be part of the MCU, but you're not part of it.
How good do you have to be to deliver these lines the way that you just go? All right, I'm sure they want
Yeah,
it
but
this
see,
way.
if I was just delivering lines, I'm front row at every red carpet.
right?
You know what I
You've done
mean?
nothing
Like,
else.
Paul, or
I am in
maybe
the MCU.
Milkshake. Do you remember if they
Damn,
had
that's gonna
this
stick.
thing?
You're
but now it
always
is.
Milkshake now.
One more time, it's probably stuck. He's stuck in the milkshake. If do you remember back then when they were doing like the like they're doing like class of whatever photos and they had all the casts of the different films?
Yeah.
yeah.
Did
was
they
there.
have Bradley Cooper?
He was there, yeah. He was there.
Oh, he was
And they
there?
had Paul Bettany for sure.
Yeah.
Mhm.
They had all of them were there. I remember that. For like the 10-year celebration, they did like that big photo, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
he was there.
2 days ago was 15 years since Iron Man came out.
Whoa.
Dang,
Was the anniversary.
That's
15-year
crazy.
anniversary.
that is wild to think about.
Yeah.
Wow.
The MCU is 15 years old.
I'm getting a little old. Pick that up.
little long in the tooth.
No, I'm just saying. We've all been talking about for a little while. I think they need to tighten up a couple of these projects and maybe not drop a bunch just to kind of flood. You know.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this the movie that kind of
Apparently,
does
yes.
the course correction for?
Apparently.
Yeah,
it's a winner.
Because it's
We-
it's James Gunn stamped, so you know it's
Yeah.
going to be at least somewhat good. It has to be somewhat good, just based on his familiarity with these characters.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
And he knows what he's doing.
What's the tomato score? What is it? 80?
It's 80%, and
That's
it's
40%
certified.
better than Ant-Man and
Yeah,
Quantumania.
what's it called?
was.
Oh, boy.
Certified fresh, which means that no matter, like, it would take
Yeah.
a insane amount of bad reviews for it to drop it below a positive rating.
Right.
And I
That's
think
not
like
gonna
it's a 7.4 out of 10 on Rotten Tomatoes. So that's pretty good.
See what IGN said.
I wonder what's bad about it. Like what?
Well, I've
Anybody know
heard
what
that
this is
Adam
about?
Warlock is kind of out of the reviews I've read. Adam Warlock feels out of place.
Not
and that's-
Warlocking.
And not Warlocking, yeah.
Or
And
pop-locking.
sometimes the
pop-locking.
sadness and the comedy clash.
I could see that. Like
Yeah.
someone dying in the next scene, like Drax is like, I'm invisible.
Or there's comedy inside the sad scenes, which I do not want to see at all.
But the
I hope they
majority
find a
of
way to
reviews have been it's
separate
a
that.
heartfelt, fun send off for the characters. So
Our producer Quan is going to be joining us tonight. I know that you're an MCU guy. Or what do you think as far as who dies?
Who's dying?
I don't know. I just want to see death.
All right.
wow,
I love
Yeah.
it. Wow. Okay.
You know,
It's a pretty chipper answer.
I want to
there.
hear all these grown men cry.
This is exactly.
this man gonna be crying with us, bro, when Rocket
This is
dies.
exactly what I
hilarious.
expected from Juan.
That's the reaction.
I want to
yeah.
see death.
I want somebody to die.
And I'm more excited about this movie
And
because it's actually
destruction.
focused and like not about like the big universe. That's how all the
Yeah.
Marvel movies
Right.
used to be, where it's just
Sonny-
focused on just these characters, not like a million other characters. What's going to happen after this? It's just
I'm going to talk some
a
crap
movie.
about Sonny real
Well,
quick.
they're
Per
wrapping
usual.
up their story.
No,
Yeah.
thought they're gonna let it. They're gonna let it go
on.
over.
No.
See?
They're wrapping up their story, Frank. I can't wait for this. Anything else? All right, Paul.
Go ahead.
So
Damn
we're talking
it.
about what we're waiting for the movie, and we're like, we're excited for the movie. I hope it's good. And Sonny goes, yeah, I can't wait for the post-credit scene.
I didn't say I can't
like,
wait.
Like, bro, you can't wait for
I didn't
the
say I
movie to
can't
be
wait.
over? Like,
I said I wonder what the after credits would be. I'm just curious.
we all know what that means, though.
It means like I
There is
can't wait
two.
for this movie to be over. What's that?
Right.
I got
I'm just-
things to do.
I just want the connection, and I want to see like
don't.
if they're gonna drop something. I don't know. I'm
You
just
mean bigger story or
Yeah,
the
bigger
stuff
picture.
that furthers the Guardians?
both of
stuff?
both of
Definitely
both
not
of
gonna
those.
be
I don't feel like it's going to be that big of a
Yeah,
post-credit
it's like
scenes.
it's like not Kang in the. You know what I mean?
I don't think it'll be Kang.
no.
Definitely
Even
not
if it
now.
was, it definitely isn't.
They'll pull some kind of weird after credit scene and put it in. You know. What I mean?
Everyone.
It's interesting though. I see now. What do you think it could be? Speculation.
I think it'll probably be Adam Warlock being like, I'm in the Guardians now.
I hate you.
And he's gonna
so
say it like
much.
that.
You think I'm wrong?
No, because it's like 75% true. Right. At least I hope one
Yeah.
good one connects to like something cool in the future, and then give me the stupid one after.
I have a
You know what
feeling,
I mean?
Sonny, you're not going to care about the post credits. It's going to be such a good movie. You'll be like, oh, whatever. Let's see what
hope
happens.
so. You're gonna be
I
emotional.
know
So
Sonny
much.
well enough that if the movie's like a 8 out of 10 and he doesn't like the post credit scene, he'll be like, 7 out of 8. 7 out of 10.
it's ruined
It'll knock down a point or two.
You know what? That's such a fact that I can't even argue with that. I won't even argue with that.
I didn't. I didn't
10
pick
out of
who.
10.
What a
And like
strange
no
man.
one shows
What do you
up.
think's gonna
No
die?
cameos.
Yeah, I didn't.
Strange
I didn't
man.
pick my the people on Death Watch.
Oh yeah, Death
I
Watch.
think.
Death's Row.
I think Rocket.
Your
dies.
phone is.
You still think
on
Rocket
Death
dies?
Watch.
Yeah, my phone is dead. It's R.I.P. If you've been trying to contact me, sorry. Yeah, I think Rocket dies.
That sucks.
Like my phone.
That's it.
Yeah,
He's the only one. No Quill.
that's it.
What about his little otter
I still
homie?
think Quill lives.
With the
Oh,
one arm. Cute.
Why
Oh
do you
my
keep
God.
yelling?
Her name is Lila.
Yeah.
The otter, whatever her friend.
And
his
Hawkeye's
friend.
wife.
New
played
Guardians
the
is gonna be-
CGI.
And she does the voice.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
No
Hawkeye's
way.
wife.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, what's her name?
Mockingbird.
Mocap. She mocapped it.
But the actress, what's her name? Laura Cardellini.
Yeah. something like that.
Yep.
Wow. Wouldn't have got
Yeah,
that
she
one.
mocapped it.
She plays Velma in Scooby Doo.
Yes, she does.
oh, okay. Linda Cardellini.
Oh,
Linda
I said
Cardellini.
Laura.
Linda
Yeah.
Cardellini.
Laura Croft.
There you go.
Angelina Jolie. No, she's in Eternals.
So
Oh yeah. She was in Eternals.
she was.
You said
Angelina
Laura
Jolie?
Croft.
Oh,
Yeah.
Angelina Jolie. That's right. She was in
One of the
Eternals. Yeah, I
saving
forget.
factors of that movie.
I don't think.
Let's not go
You're like
I don't-
not even gonna go that.
I don't know if she could.
Bro, let's not go that far.
For the record, I tried to rewatch Eternals. You guys know I got like an hour in, and it's like, couldn't do it.
You and Night Night.
Who do you think the new Guardians is going to be, if anybody from this movie?
Sylvester
Well, it could be
Stallone.
some of Sylvester Stallone's group, and maybe Adam Warlock, and then maybe a member of maybe Groot.
I think
Dude with the mohawk. With the.
because they don't need an actor to return for
the
Groot.
wand.
Oh, Kraglin.
There you go.
Yeah,
Mm,
maybe.
And that's, well, I don't know. The
What if he
reason I know
dies?
about that.
Well, it's his brother. He
it's
might kill
James
him
Gunn's
off.
brother.
Yeah.
He's probably not going to.
I have a question.
Oh.
Okay. We're taking questions.
Is Groot now a guy in a suit?
No.
No, it's still CG.
It's still CG?
He does give that
Why does
vibe,
he look
though.
so different from
Because
he's a
he's
different
he's,
character.
he's hitting the
He's getting
gym.
older.
It's like actually Vin Diesel now inside of
how much it been?
a tree.
Oh. I thought I was the guy in a suit for a
Because he's
minute. I
not
was
going to
like,
look exactly like Groot because the
Offspring.
first Groot
Is
died.
explode?
So yeah,
It
he blew up.
exploded?
He was re-Grooted and he turned into a balloon.
I don't like this look. I like when Groot looked like an actual tree. He was all tree-like. This
Nah,
one
this is
is
like
kind
a-
of buff.
like a-
and he's
He was
stocky.
he's swole. He looks like he's on the Jersey
swole.
Shore.
He does.
I like
Dude, GTL.
this swole
He's doing
Groot.
GTL. Groot tan laundry.
Tan laundry. Oh, beat me to it, dude. Right there. Oh, we
mulch tan
suck.
laundry.
Mulch tan
MTL.
laundry. Yeah, that's perfect.
Man,
I think
Mulch
I think
trim.
Lila is going to be part of the new Guardians. I
Okay.
think Adam Warlock will be.
Same.
I think Gamora might be.
Coming
I
back.
think she might live and she might stay.
Ow.
If Quill dies, then she's for sure staying.
Yeah.
She's gonna like
will she be the leader?
take the leader.
Oh,
role.
maybe.
And
That'd be dope.
and then I wouldn't be surprised if Groot also.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Do you think there's going to be Guardians after this, though? Or do you think
Yeah.
they're just going to split up and just have Adam Warlock type storyline?
Well,
with-
the Nova thing is going to be a series, right?
Yeah.
or
I
a
forgot about
special
that, yeah.
for
Novacore?
Plus.
They were saying Ryan Gosling maybe.
Oh my
No.
word! Well,
No.
Sonny was shaking his head no. Then you said Ryan Gosling. He's like, oh, he's
I was like,
Sonny
Man's
said,
attractive.
"Ooh, Dreamboat." What a hunk!
Speaking about casting of Dreamboats
Let's
randomly,
go.
I was checking IGN to see what they gave Guardians. I forget his name, but gentleman from The Boys, what's his name?
Jensen
Starr.
Ackles.
He is in the running the last final talks to be Johnny Cage in the Mortal Kombat sequel.
Oh, interesting. Almost like they should have done that with the first one.
Yeah, right.
That movie is
I don't know if that would have
Paul
saved it though.
immediately just attacks.
Whenever something's bad, man, he knows, dude.
that Mortal
he
Kombat
attacked.
movie is
Trash,
terrible.
trash.
It's horrendous.
It's bad. But you know me. You give a good
Can
cameo.
Carl Urban save this? Can Carl Urban be in?
Is it Carl Urban or is it Jensen Ackles?
No,
No,
Carl Urban.
it's Urban.
Oh, okay.
It's Carl Urban.
Carl Urban. I love Carl
If it
Urban.
can he save this whole project by being Johnny Cage or
No.
is it still gonna be bad with him in it? Like
I just
You
don't
had the
know.
coolest
Even though I-
scorpion ever, and like they still couldn't save
I just
that.
don't
you
get
know
the.
what
I mean, we're on a tangent.
we're on a
Making
tangent
those.
now.
We are. We're
Sorry.
The
tangenting.
one
I'm sorry,
tangent
I'm
I'm going to
sorry,
say
I'm
is
sorry, I'm
I just can't believe they were like, after years of them, people trying to do this and it failing, they're like, we're going to do a point of view character like you're playing the video game. Bruh, they only do that because it's a video game. They don't need
Yeah,
to,
in the
know,
movie
you
you
don't
don't
have
have
to
to
do
do
it.
that.
do that.
You don't have to do
You
that,
know who
dude.
the main character of this
Really?
Mortal Kombat movie is going to be? Cage? No. Sub-Zero? No. Scorpion? No. Kung Lao? No.
No.
Snoopy.
Somebody you've never heard of from a game that has 20 years of character.
This man's
Bruh, what?
special ability is he gets a gold crew neck and starts fighting with a suit of armor. Like
Not the gold crew neck.
it's called their Arcana. His like special. He's like
Why do you know?
He busts out a sweater vest.
He's like fighting Goro and he's like ma, and then he gets a gold sweater.
How does he do it?
Ma. And it's awesome. And it's not. It sucked.
all together.
I'm not doing that again.
So we did hear some
Somebody
casting
better pay me.
stuff that maybe confirmed, I guess,
give you
like
that
over
one.
the weekend. It sounds like Harley Quinn herself,
Mm.
Barbie,
Mm-hmm.
Margot Robbie is going to be cast as Sue
Mhm.
Storm in
Oh, yeah, why'd you say it like that?
Fantastic Four. Margot Robbie. I'm saying it Australian.
Oh,
Don't Roby.
don't
yeah.
do that.
Roby.
Nar, nar.
Robbie. And
Stallion
your
for me.
boy Kylo Ren,
Yeah,
Adam Driver,
Shout out Donovan.
Is Reed Richards?
is Reed
Called
Richards.
it.
it's not confirmed.
Not confirmed, but this sounds like they both have offers for the roles.
I like it.
You're okay with it?
Sure.
You
Margot,
like-
listen,
I like it.
anything Margot Robbie does is going to be somewhat good.
Same.
You know why?
I think so. I think so.
I think we all
Have
know
you
why.
seen the one?
Because she's from Australia.
Have you seen the movie
course.
with her and Will Smith?
Yeah,
That movie's
even
not very
mine.
good.
it's.
Oh, what was it called?
Not that
Focus?
good.
Bounce?
Focus.
Focus?
No.
They're
Yeah,
like
something like that.
they're like
Hitch?
pickpocketers,
Yeah.
and they like
Yeah,
Hitch?
That's all Will
Not
Smith.
Hitch.
Hitch? No, that's what is that? Jessica Alba who's in that?
in Hitch. No, it's
No.
Eva Mendes.
Eva
Yeah.
Mendes, yeah.
That's all Will Smith's fault that movie wasn't good because it wasn't Margot Robbie's fault. I'll
true.
tell you that right now.
No, that's true.
If
That's
anybody's
facts.
seen that movie,
That's facts.
go ahead and take a look.
That's facts.
She's
Thank
a
you,
great
Sonny.
actress. And she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are we
She-
saying Barbie?
Oppenheimer comes
Yeah.
out the same day, though.
You know what's
Oppenheimer
weird?
comes out the same day.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, Oppenheimer and Barbie,
Oppenheimer,
double
I've seen
feature.
Oppenheimer.
They come out
Oh.
the
That's
same
gonna
day.
be that's gonna be a big day.
Guess
You know
we're gonna
what's
have
gonna
to
miss it?
I
pick.
think Paul's
You know
gonna
what
go
I
see
mean?
Barbie.
I mean,
A
well,
weird-
Barbie, I guess.
A weird connection between Transformers and Barbie. It's
Ooh.
kind of the same idea. It's a toy line being
Giggles,
turned
giggles
into a
tonight.
movie.
I love it.
I was gonna say they don't have nips.
Well, they said
I hope we got what Squan.
they said
What did you say?
he said that is-
Oh, nothing.
nothing.
Oh, nothing.
Okay, never
It's
mind.
like Sunny in Mexico. It didn't happen.
Didn't happen.
Oh boy.
Yeah, yeah.
So honestly, though,
Yeah,
there
man.
was this connection between Transformers and Mexico.
They're both. Oh wait, what?
There was?
Wow.
We're not getting into that.
Are we seeing Transformers?
Frank, get us back. Get
I
us back
mean,
on track.
come on.
No, get us back on track.
Um,
I'm sorry.
so
Try.
no.
At least try.
So I was going to mention, we talked a little bit last week about Philip Kennedy Johnson. Shout out to Philip Kennedy Johnson again for joining us. That was awesome last
Yeah,
week. We had a great time.
He liked my ring.
He did.
Yes, he did. You,
Yeah,
you
he
offered to
said-
send it to him.
You did.
He was like, "Nah, man, it's okay. Keep the ring.
I like your ring. Oh, you can have it.
You can have it.
It's yours.
Keep the ring, dude."
Keep it.
It has been mentioned that The Flash lives up to the hype. I just wanted to talk about this with you guys for a little bit.
CinemaCon.
At CinemaCon last week, a lot of people got to see for the first time. They got to see the Flash.
Marcus?
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
What do you guys think? If this is like, is this legit? The hype that's been built into this movie, is this legit, or is this people hoping for something? Is this legitimate?
I'm one of those people kind of like hoping that it's good because
Same.
I mean
It's going to be good.
So the reason why
It's
I'm
going to be great.
kind of pretty sure it's going to be good is because everyone has every reason in the world to want to hate this movie. The
Sure.
fact that anyone's leaving it saying it's good must mean the movie's pretty good.
It looks amazing.
it does look really
I
good.
think it looks great. I mean,
amazing.
I get concerned when
Well, in PKJ,
they do these advanced screenings of stuff, and we see stuff afterwards, and they're like, "Oh, this is an amazing movie. It changes everything."
fact-
Blah, blah, blah.
It's no big deal.
I got invited to the premiere. I didn't go because I wanted to see it with you guys. So I don't.
All right.
I
Well,
you
the
know.
fact that they
serious?
released it so early
Yeah.
is a good sign.
You know,
It
that's
means they
true.
have
Trying to be a good
faith
friend.
in it. But I think PKJ made a great point. You know how you sell a Flash movie with an actor that everybody hates?
Just, yeah.
You make it a Batman,
movie.
Make it a
Yeah.
Batman movie. No, absolutely.
But it's not only that. It's the Supergirl.
Yeah, she looks dope
Yeah.
too.
I mean,
And everyone was ready to hate that too.
Yeah,
I know, it's
but
gotta
man, she looks amazing.
be. Yeah.
We'll see.
As she in that suit, and
It better
And if
be
it-
good because he's done a lot of weird, sketchy stuff.
But if it does,
Yeah.
I
You know.
think will it be able to do enough though, Sonny, to fix all of this other stuff that's
It's-
been going on for the last 18 months?
it has
you
to.
don't think?
Who
You know what I
who
mean?
directed this? Andy Muschietti, the
Andy
guy who did the
Muschietti,
It
yeah.
movies.
And did the It movies, yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
Those are good.
yeah,
Yeah.
Those are good.
that's a weird
I'm
combination.
I'm
of Flash
excited
and
for the
It.
movie. I mean,
That would be a weird villain, dude.
are we
Imagine it in the
50-50 on
Flash.
that, or is that like the next? That's probably going to be the next movie
That's
that
the
we
next
do.
I mean,
We'll
especially
be doing
since
that.
it's getting
group
good
and-
stuff. Like,
Yeah,
kind of
I'm excited for it.
would be amiss if
I really do think that there's going to be like multiple baddies in there. Not baddies like baddies, like baddies.
Right. Thank you for the clarification.
You're welcome.
I thought
Baddies
you meant
versus
one thing.
baddies.
Then I thought you meant another thing.
And then
I
we went
realized
back.
You
you
knew
meant
what
what
he
you meant
meant.
at first.
I'm
Like
baddies,
hotches?
like
you,
Batman.
you spend enough time around.
That's
You know
what
what
I
he
thought you
meant.
meant at
know what
first.
I
But then you
meant.
clarified and I was confused.
The one thing that I took as a good sign is that there's a YouTuber that I follow that he sees a lot of these advanced screenings and whatever, and he was here for CinemaCon.
Okay.
And he walked out of it like when it was over, and he was like, "Yeah,
It was
it's-
good.
this movie, this movie's legit. Like he goes, it lives up to the hype, whatever else." Because I usually don't agree with a lot of his opinions
Interesting.
on stuff. And he
Well, that's not
he
good.
also
Why-
said that they screened like the majority of
Wait, so he gives you confidence that it's good?
yes, because he said that it was great. And I usually think that his takes are horrible. So
Oh,
he
so you
said
just-
that the Flash movie
You just
was.
follow it just to hate.
I'm confused.
And they didn't show
Same
any
He
post
does
credits
reviews
after
on
that.
YouTube of films. He gets advanced screenings.
Yeah,
of
of course.
Stuff. He
But
attends all
then
this stuff.
Frank hates all of his reviews. But
But
then
you
this
agree
time,
with him because
because he says
no,
it's
I'm
good.
hopeful because he actually liked the Flash movie.
Oh,
so
yeah.
you're saying he's
I'm-
usually a hater?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
And
I
because
gotcha.
he had a positive spin on it, I'm like, all right, I'm hopeful that.
were you following me?
No, no. I
confused.
was on the same.
Okay,
Me, and
yeah.
but we're good now.
I felt the
Yeah,
same
I'm-
way you did. I was like, so you.
So
I'm
you don't
hopeful.
trust this
You're
guy, so
hopeful.
you
I
believe him?
understood you, Frank.
To sum it up,
Okay,
thank you,
Quan.
To sum it up, I'm very hopeful. He also said that he set for the Paramount their segment of whatever their preview stuff, and they showed the majority of the movie of the Transformers: Rise of the Beast,
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
and he said it's a dumpster fire.
Oh,
As I knew it would
He
be.
said it's horrible.
Paul, get over here, Paul.
But it's
No.
it's like part of like the panel of everything that they're
Yeah.
doing for the 45 minutes or hour preview where they're showing footage of other movies, and he said that it's bad.
Listen, Paul talked about how great this movie was going to be for about an hour.
Why do you sound like a Batman villain?
We're still gonna see
don't
it.
know.
We're still gonna watch Rise of the Beast. I'm just saying that
Paul said it
Paul
was gonna be
said-
Paul
good.
said it was gonna be good, and he's wrong because this guy who
Because-
notoriously hates everything said it's bad.
I'm gonna get to your top 3 Star Wars films. We have one more little segment while he's getting settled in over there. We have one more segment to go over before we get to that about the Star Wars, your top 3 Star Wars films. This past weekend, brother Marcus and I had the opportunity to go and hang out at the amazing Las Vegas Comic Con. They switched venues a little bit into a smaller area,
Okay.
but it was actually pretty cool. I had a good time. Spent most of the day Saturday. I was there Saturday. Had a great time. Got to see some familiar faces. Check in with some stuff. I got a souvenir for Sonny. I forgot to bring, but I do have a souvenir for you.
Oh, what'd you get?
It's a secret.
Don't tell him.
I got you an art piece
Oh.
that I think you'd enjoy. I don't know.
I'm really excited now.
But I wanted to check in with Marcus over there. He's in the lounge with Milkshake. He's gonna talk real quick about
How's it going, guys?
your take from Amazing Comic Con. And Kevin Eastman and I had
What a
something
face.
in common. Sonny's close personal friend Kevin Eastman and I have a huge thing in common. Marcus, why don't you enlighten everybody and let them know what it is?
What happened?
Yeah. Well, we're doing the on Saturday. That Saturday was his first day there. He was there Saturday and Sunday, and turns out Sunday was pretty mellow. So you could have walked right up to him. You know, Warren from Maximum Comics was there on Sunday, and he said he only was waiting for like maybe 40 minutes in line, whereas I waited for like 3 hours. So
You got to go in with the morning
Yes.
autograph group though to get through
I
there.
did. I did. So for me, so what he's talking about is at 2:00 on Saturday, Kevin Eastman did a panel, and he was asked during the Q&A section of that panel. Kevin Eastman was asked what movies were his favorite, personally.
Airbud.
And so he sectioned it off. He said, okay, well, as far as Turtles movies are concerned, the original 1990 Turtle movie was his favorite, along with the first comic, of course, that it was modeled after, and then his outside Turtles world movie was Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh, no way.
I clapped like really loud. I got his attention because I looking at it. Like,
That's
If I
awesome.
remember correctly, he said that actually that character was inspiration for the Casey Jones character.
Jack
knew
Burton.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's awesome.
So that was really cool. But yeah, it was great. It was 3 days. Friday was actually pretty mellow. But a lot of the heavy hitters were there, except Kevin Eastman. So Jim Starling, I got a chance to meet and
That's
get
super
signatures
cool.
from
Nice.
Jim Starling. Stephen Grant, which a lot of people don't realize is actually he did a lot of writing for Moon Knight, classic Moon Knight and classic Punisher. So I got him to sign like my Moon Knight omnis and a lot of the single issues of Punisher that I've been collecting. Larry Hama was there, of course. He did a phenomenal run with Wolverine. He is the writer for G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe. Yeah.
He's also an actor, musician. And he's a lot of things. So it's actually
Jack of all trades.
he's pretty inspiring as an individual and get a chance to chat with him. As well as Mike Choi was there.
Nice.
He was super cool guy. Got his, him, Stephen Grant, they would love to do a podcast. So hopefully we can maybe.
Oh, wow.
work something
we're
out.
ready.
Yeah, because
That'd be cool.
Stephen Grant is actually a local. I didn't realize that. But yeah, also Jim. So I said Jim Starling. Oh, Tynan. James Tynan was there. He was the first guy I went to. Super cool guy. I missed him last year when he came, but this time I got him. I got a chance to talk with him a little bit. And he signed one of my omnis.
cool.
Yeah, so it started at 3:00 in the afternoon on Friday, went to about 8, I believe, and then Saturday started at 10, and pretty much I got in with the morning crowd with Kevin Eastman, and that was all day. And then he had the 2:00 panel, and then he was signing again at 4 for those. And so, you had to buy tickets kind of sort of in advance for your signatures and all that for Kevin Eastman. But it was great. I think I blew a lot of my money just on art prints and
Those
stuff
pictures
like that.
you sent back were absolutely astounding.
Oh, man.
Some of those things.
So I was going to tell you the thing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mars, not to cut you off.
No,
When you got those larger lithograph, like you got the Punisher one,
Lithograph.
Oh, yes.
and then
Lithograph.
there was another one.
lithograph.
What was the second one you got?
So there was 3. We got 3. So we got, but there's 2. The 2 that I got was Punisher and Nightwing.
Ooh.
Oh,
And
nice.
they were
Nightwing was
incredible.
good.
But the one that stuck out to me because I'm just a dork, I got Darkwing Duck.
Oh.
And I'm gonna bring it in the studio next week to show you guys. But
Yeah.
it just like stuck out to me. We were looking at all the superheroes or whatever, and I go,
Darkwing Duck.
Darkwing Duck's out there. It's like,
Yeah.
Is that Drake Mallard?
You're like,
Or
I
is
need
that-
that.
Like, yeah.
Yeah,
It-
shout
it was
out
pretty
to,
great.
shout out to Damon Bowie art. So that was that whole that booth.
They're out of New Orleans.
Out of New Orleans.
Oh, that's really really cool guys.
Shout out to all the Harley Quinn cosplay. Shout out to them as well.
Yes.
Thank you for your service.
There's quite a few.
Marcus over there like a supervillain. Yes.
Yes.
Shout out to them.
Thank you for that, by the way, Marcus. Sending us
That made his day.
We
That's
also
nice. I figured you'd like it.
We also
Yeah,
got
yeah.
to see those Sin City comic guys. We're gonna have them on the show pretty soon as well.
Oh, yeah.
They had a booth. We got to chit chat with them a little bit. It was the fun booth. They're busy. They're running around a couple different shows. There's a card show that's gonna be in town Memorial Day weekend.
Oh,
So
wow.
they're gonna be over there. Try to stop in Saturday or
I
Sunday.
bet you
and
these
check it out.
card shows are like enormous.
Yeah,
There's
they
a
gotta be.
few. They
They're
fill up
getting
the
there.
Tuscany, like the big ballrooms and stuff that they do over there, conference rooms. They have a lot of people in there for card shops, and there's a few comic book stores that go in there and they post up as well. So
It's insane. That the card trading game is insane. I know, like between sports alone, but I mean, bro, there's like $1 million Pokemon cards and stuff out there. You know what I mean? It's insane.
yeah, your boy's about to invest in something.
Yeah. Maximum Comics Northwest store. They're big into that.
I
and
watched
they're starting to-
some girl got her like thing back from PSA when I was at the comic store the other day, and everyone like who worked at the store came out to like be with her while she took them out because they knew like she got some crazy stuff. And I guess she had like 5 Gem Mint PSA 10s of like really expensive Pokemon cards. And that's pretty cool. Apparently, because they said to her after the fact, they were like, don't ever expect something like this again, because the fact that you got this many like mint condition cards is crazy.
That's rare.
That is.
I don't know
That's
anything
crazy.
about stuff like that, but
Me
it was,
neither.
It was cool to watch. Her face lit up. I was like,
Yeah,
that's
because
awesome.
you know it's some money.
Yeah.
For
Well,
grading,
even that, yeah.
that's just in general. For
And
grading, that's rare.
I think it's a little less expensive to grade cards than it is comics too. So it's
A little
it's
bit.
not- it's
it's catching up.
It's catching up. Yeah, I was gonna say. 'cause-
CGC just raised their prices.
Yeah, they just
So
did.
what?
But I know, like, you can, send
For-
like a
for
whole, like,
moderns, it's like
you could
10
send
or
like a whole
$15
box
more
of
per
cards
card,
to,
That's
to,
crazy.
eval for
Huge
like
bump.
little,
Really?
it's crazy for not as much. But yeah, it was a great 3 days. It really was. And then like Sunday was really chill. You
wish I
could
had
kind of just
worked.
look around. Oh yeah. And then of course, one that really captured, and since I'm wearing the shirt, Mark Bagley was there, and he was really, really cool. He was super cool, and I got him to sign a lot of a couple of my omnis as well as a hardcover as well. And I ended up buying a lot of like 2 prints from him as well.
He had a lot of really cool
Damn,
prints.
so you cleaned up. You got a lot of stuff
Yeah,
signed.
It was a lot of most of the heavy lifting was Friday, thankfully, because I wanted to focus mainly on Kevin Eastman on Saturday, and then just chill the rest of the time there the
That's
following
Sonny's
day.
best friend.
But bro,
We had a 16-course meal together,
yeah, Kevin
They're super tight.
Eastman was
not including dessert. So
Kevin,
17.
He was awesome. He was absolutely awesome.
It's like a round of golf.
It's very cool. Now, Marcus, you
Half hours.
weren't here with us at the beginning. We were talking about our least favorite Star Wars films, but we wanted you to jump in and tell us your top 3 Star Wars films.
Top 3.
Top 3 Star Wars films, if you could.
Woo! All right. Number 1, Rogue One.
Ooh.
Number 2, Return of the Jedi. Number 3, Empire Strikes Back.
All right, I like it.
Very
Milkshake, you chime in there real quick. Go sit at Marcus's lap and tell us the top 3.
Oh, I didn't.
Tell us your top 3 Star Wars films.
I'm with Marcus. Rogue One's my number 1.
Wow, okay.
I
Rogue
got
One is
Empire
one.
Strikes Back number 2,
Okay.
and Return of the Jedi number 3.
All right, I like
Wow.
it.
Okay. That's
Yes.
pretty-
Sundog.
Rogue One is my number 1.
Oh, wow.
I would say Empire is my number 2. I don't know. I can't say Revenge of the Sith because just of my timing. So I would say
You can.
I would say it. Yeah, I liked it. I had
liked
fun
it.
with
You
that
know,
one.
me too.
That's my number 3. Yeah.
I mean, as much as I don't really like it, that's the one prequel I can like identify. Like, I get why people love that movie.
I like that
I'd say
one.
Battle.
I thought it was a little compressed because they tried to it seemed like George Lucas could have maybe spread out some of the story a little bit more
For sure.
between the 3 movies a little more, because it felt like he had to kind of press and compress the rest of all the unresolved plot points that he had from the first first two movies into this third one. So it kind of everything was kind of like nonstop, bam, 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 and this happens and this happens and this happens
It
without
was a breakneck pace.
it wasn't a whole lot of breathing room.
Which is nice compared to the other two.
That's why I liked it, because it was the first two or so, or episode exactly because episodes 1 and 2 were so slow that episode 3 is my third favorite film of all the Star Wars movies, just because it really reveals that this is about Vader. I mean, this is all about Vader, and everybody can understand that now. Like, this whole thing was set up to introduce Vader. Now, that's why number 3 is episode 3 is my third favorite. My second favorite is Rogue One, just because it's just Rogue One.
What a fantastic movie!
Just what a fantastic!
It was just a fantastic movie.
Absolutely done brilliantly.
Yes.
And then number 1 is Empire Strikes Back, just because in my childhood it made me want to get a Darth Vader costume. That's how much I was into it at the time for Halloween, and that's what I did. I got a Darth Vader costume for Halloween. I ate some bad frozen pizza and I got sick in it. But other than that, it brings me nothing but happiness and good memories.
Wow.
I love that.
Why not a C-3PO costume? That way you can like change the color and double as like RoboCop or something.
Oh no! Yeah,
you can double down.
So
it's a good idea.
Before everyone yells at
He's
me,
this
RoboCop
Halloween.
fan.
I do love Rogue One. It's not in my top 3 or even 4, but I do love it.
Damn.
Force Awakens too. I love that one. But my number 3, I go back and forth. He doesn't like the sequel trilogy. He's gonna be really mad at my number 2.
Oh man.
But Return of the Jedi, New Hope, bounce back and forth as my third. I love both of those. I think as a complete movie, I like A New Hope better. But for the ending, I love Return of the Jedi. My number 2 is The Last Jedi. I love that movie. Marcus hates that I love that movie.
Does he hate that movie? Marcus,
I don't like any of that trilogy. Force Awakens, Last Jedi, Rise of Skywalker. That's all garbage.
Oh wow!
I think they're fantastic, except for Rise of
0%.
Skywalker.
His least favorite films we found out.
But I think just they tell an incredibly compelling story in The Last Jedi. You don't have to be from some great lineage to be a Jedi, which is the dumbest thing they ever implemented. It made being a Jedi some kind of stupid elitism thing, and it made me so mad. All the way back to Anakin being Jesus Christ. Dumb.
Anakin is the way.
Just the dumbest thing ever.
I love when I go back and forth. It's my favorite.
I know it is very fun.
And Kylo Ren builds up and becomes the main villain, but he's a compelling one and like a black and white one. He's very different from anyone before. They take Snoke out in a compelling way. I just love everything about that movie, and the way that Luke inspires hope in the galaxy. Just incredible. He stands down the what's it called, the First Order, in a way that makes sense, and it's incredibly well shot and very cool. Right. And you understand Kylo Ren's anger, and you understand that Luke made a mistake, and he's a human being. He can make mistakes. He's not going to be some god like he is in the books that came out after the original trilogy, which I hate. I did not want Luke to come in and save the day, and he didn't. He didn't just come in and defeat everybody, which would have been a waste of the new characters. And then my favorite of all time is Empire Strikes Back. You cannot beat Empire Strikes Back.
Right on.
What about you?
Quan?
Oh.
All right. So number 3 for me is, again, I liked it because it was so different. It was so odd. I think I liked Last Jedi a lot. That was probably my third favorite. Yeah.
Interesting.
Of all because it was weird.
Who is Snoke, by the way, dude?
He's just a.
Does it matter?
Yeah, he's just.
Is he like part Palpatine?
He's a Palpatine.
they use
Well, they might do
Palpatine's-
some course correction on that. But
what's his name? Moff Gideon.
and Big Moff.
Big Moff.
I don't know.
That's that fan theory that Moff isn't dead. That was one of his clones. I don't know.
I just
He didn't have the mustache.
Because the original, the original
Snoke
one
is-
had a mustache. This one didn't have a mustache.
Little
The clones
Pepe Le
didn't have
Pew
a
mustache.
mustache.
Okay.
No one had a mustache. No one had a mustache.
Yeah, my third favorite is Last Jedi. My second favorite is probably I just love the feel of that movie. It was dope. It was
Andor
it was man, it was so good.
Yeah, it was a fantastic.
Rogue One was so good. And number 1, you guys know it's Empire Strikes Back. I mean, you already know the score.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like we're friends.
Yeah.
Because I remember like
Kinda like it.
when that Unspeakable trilogy was coming out.
The Unspeakable trilogy.
That was Snoke. There was that fan speculation that he was like part Emperor Palpatine, or he was some
which
sort
was
of.
never indicated by the movie. So if you thought that
Bro,
was your
I
own
heard
fault.
a theory that it was Mace Windu. I'm like, come on, bro.
That Snoke was Windu.
I have no
All right,
idea
maybe.
in what point in that first movie they imply it's the Emperor. I'll give you a hint. They never do. If you thought he was going to be the Emperor, you made that up in your head. And when you were mad that he wasn't, or that he wasn't Plagueis, which you also made up in your head, that's your own fault. They never said that in the movies.
Right.
And basically what The Last Jedi said is, doesn't matter. Kylo Ren is the big villain.
I did make that up in my head.
They used Snoke to boost up Kylo, which obviously they should have.
We can all agree on one thing. We might be able to agree on our number one film, but we can all agree Solo is terrible.
Yes,
Solo's
for sure.
pretty good.
We can all agree on those.
I don't
on
hate
that
it as much
point.
as you guys, but it is.
I don't hate it, but I found it unnecessary.
It's unnecessary.
You know what
There
I
you
got
go.
to
Marcus
do?
and I agree on something.
1 out of 10. What would you give Solo?
A 5.5.
We got a 2 from Quan.
Probably like a 4.
Okay.
I really did not like it.
I gave it a strong 3.
Marcus, what you got?
You know what? I've never rated it. Because I found it because it's
you had a no
unnecessary.
rating?
Because it's unnecessary, it's an automatic 0 for me. Because I don't.
I love
Zero.
But,
I love the extreme
but I mean, if I were to grade, I was entertained by it. So I'll give it-
milkshake.
See, that's where I am.
So I'll give it a 6. I mean, it
wow.
it had some entertainment value. Oh,
Why was his last name Solo?
Because he was by himself.
He's
Yeah,
by
it's
himself.
stupid.
Dumbest thing ever.
Pretty dumb. Pretty dumb.
4.5 for me.
4.5. All right.
I think I'm going. I think I'm
And
going
he's a
for
garbage
What do you
actor.
give? I give it a 4.
5.5. He's good in
That movie
Hail
sucked.
Caesar. That movie's
I
cool.
like that movie.
Paul
Oh,
Bettany.
he's amazing.
I
in
give
Hail
I give it a
Caesar.
4. Hail Caesar was good.
I like the fact that Paul Bettany was in it at the end. I was like, oh hey, there's Vision. He's at the end. He's the
Oh,
he
yeah.
played the
Khaleesi's
character.
in it too.
And then
Yeah,
that
she
movie
is.
feels very disjointed. And then
Yeah.
Darth Maul shows up at the end, like, okay.
That
Right.
was just to
That-
save the
that-
movie.
that
was
threw
just
me
to-
off.
That was just to help the
Time-wise.
movie.
Well, it was like a different director for almost the entire thing. And then I think Ron Howard.
Ron Howard jumped on at the last
Yeah.
It
second.
was Lord Miller, and
Yeah,
they
the
they
Lego
wanted
guys.
him off of the movie, and Kathleen Kennedy and other production people said, "No, we're going to keep him." Whatever. They're like, "All right, we're not doing this."
It's not a good sign, though.
They
But
want to
I
get him
also-
acting lessons and
But I
all this
do
other
know
stuff. It's like,
that Disney has a habit of doing that with these movies. Like they kicked Trevorrow off of The Rise of Skywalker and had Abrams come back. I don't think they should have done that and made Abrams is not good at closing things out. He's good at starting things. He's not good at closing things out.
He had to take the fall for that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
pretty
And
much.
then Rogue One, as much as we all love it, the end of that movie was very different.
Yep.
Because
they added the whole
what's
Vader
his name?
hallway scene.
Gareth Edwards, the guy who directed the first
Thank
Godzilla.
you for doing that.
He directed the majority of Rogue One, and he is really good with scale and making things seem large and scary, like in Godzilla. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Tony Gilroy directed a lot of the end of that movie and reshot a lot of the end of it. He wrote the whole movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say he wrote it.
And luckily, sometimes the production meddling results in a better movie.
Man, Andor is
Other
so
times,
good.
it doesn't. Andor is incredible. Tony Gilroy
So good.
is
So
a
good.
monster. Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna get out of here because we got to go watch a Guardians 3 and get all emotional. Marcus, what do you got for the people?
Hey,
All right,
it's May
thank
the
you.
4th. But let's not forget May the 6th. Saturday, May the 6th is free comic book day. So
That's
go,
right.
go down to your local comic book shop. Hey, take your friends, take your family, little kids, everyone, all ages. Go to your local comic book shop, pick up some free comics. It's a great time to get into comics or get your kids into comics
All
if you're
kinds of
looking
stuff.
to it, because there's all kinds of stuff. And depending on where you go, this is a nationwide thing. So depending on where you go, last year there was like food trucks outside of certain places, DJs. There's signings a lot of times. They'll have artist signings or writer signings at some of these events as well, some of these stores. So yeah, go out Saturday all day, go get yourself some free comics and enjoy. Absolutely.
Nice.
Sunman.
We do this every Thursday, and don't forget to subscribe to our Spotify, Apple Music, and Google Podcasts so you can listen to us during the week. On the way to not supporting you. Oh God, I hate it. Just subscribe. Tell your friends.
just do it.
Hey, yeah, tell your
Friendly
friends
Neighborhood
and
Podcast.
whatnot.
Uncle, nephew.
Everybody knows that I enjoy rock and roll music, and the Hives, Swedish rock band, the Hives has a new song out called "Bogus Operandi." Look it up. There's a video. There's a song. and it is very, very nice.
I bring my phone
Alright.
back to life. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I've had your phone charged this whole show, and it's dead.
It's dead. Yeah.
You
dead.
need a new phone anyway. This thing is
said-
old.
This thing
Singing
is
yelling at me.
brick.
It's ancient.
It's 7 years old.
It's so old.
This is the iPhone 2.
Please.
The iPhone 2. Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
Hot
buy
dog.
him a
What do you got for the
phone.
people?
Just like Sonny said, find us on
I got it first.
our audio.
You did.
Go to Twitter at @into_comics. We're chopping it up with PKJ on there all the time and things like that. Go to our TikTok,
Oh,
Into the
boy.
West Comics, Instagram,
Oh,
Into the
homie.
West Comics. Shame. And like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. We're probably going to be live later with the review of Guardians of the Galaxy. Stand by on that, though. We'll see.
possibly.
Just thanks for hanging out, you guys. And I'm really excited to go watch this movie with all our friends.
I'm excited to go check this movie out. Guys, thank you for taking the time to hang out
And I
with
hope
us
the
tonight.
Lakers win. I don't think they are right
And
now.
that too.
Yeah, they're down
We're
by
on our
Come
way
on,
to the
Lakers.
theater. We
Let's
will
go
talk to you
Lakers.
guys soon. Have a great evening. Thank you for hanging out with us
Night.
tonight.
I brought the Siete Legua.
We're going to
Brought
have
to you
a
by
shot.
Siete Leglas.
And then we're gonna have what's his name come and what's his name Gus Gustav, what the server at Tacos and Beer. He yells at Sonny for drinking what he
Oh,
drinks
yeah.
all the time.
Gustavo.
Gustavo.
Oh, Gustavo.
Shout out to TMB.
Anyways, I don't know
Guys,
why he
have a
said
great
that.
evening.
Y'all next
It
week.
didn't matter.
The Hives.
Oh, yeah.